will not inherit permanent change. Permanent change belongs to those who are blood washed and walk according to the ways of Torah. You know why? Yahweh says, look at you. You're keeping Shabbat, you're keeping Pesach, you're keeping the feasts, you're walking in the Spirit now, in the real Spirit. So I can trust you with more. I can trust you with a lot more. You with me? Zechariah 4:6. Zechariah. Page, please.
636.
Yeah, I remember.
Zechariah 4:6. He answered and said to me, the messenger, the malach, answered me and said, this is the word of Yahweh to Zerubbabel. The temple of Yahweh after the Babylonian captivity will not be rebuilt by New Year's resolutions, by manifestations of the human intellect, by manifestations of the human emotions, by manifestations of a human desire, strong character, internal fortitude, internal intestitude. None of those things. Not by might, not by power, but by my Ruach, saith Yahweh Sabaoth.
That's right.
How do I give up smoking? Not by might, not by calendars, not by power, but by my Ruach, says Yahweh.
Not by the will of man.
How do I get delivered of lust? Not by might, not by power, but by my Ruach, saith Yahweh. How do I get delivered of anger and unforgiveness? Don't I just flip a calendar?
By the Ruach.
Does someone demand that I make a resolution and manifest my manifestation of humanity or of humanism? Yahweh forbids that.
Forbids.
And he says, not by human power.
That's right.
Guess what? When you're following the January calendar, is that a human calendar or is that Yahweh's calendar? Human calendar means human might, human power. When you think you could change by the human calendar, you're following you're judging your life and your seasons and your possibility for change by the appointed times of man.
It's collective authority. It's might,
Are you with me? All permanent changes from Yahweh's Spirit. Yahweh is the author of life. Yahweh is the author of newness of life. Change is not a gift or an inheritance to those who are lost and who disobey His Torah. You know, they have no possibility of change.
No,
zero.
No.
So not only are they manifesting humanity and humanism, they are involved in promoting deception. And the father of all deception, which is Satan. Satan is the father of all deception. Meaning, you and I can change. If you and I form a support group, and we help each other, and we flip the calendar, and we resolve that in this new year we're gonna do this and that, it is a manifestation of humanism. Yahweh says, no, it's not by might, no, it's not by your power, no, it is by my Ruach, saith Yahweh. Can you stop smoking? Can you stop being obese? Can you get married? Yes, you can do all those things, not by might, not by power, but by my Ruach. Why not plug into your benefits? You're a child of Yahweh. We are heirs, joint heirs with Mashiach.
All things.
We are joint heirs. That is our inheritance. Inheritance, that is your inheritance to change. All change is possible. For with Yahweh Elohim, nothing is impossible. There's your New Year, there's your resolution. It is passed. This resolution is passed. That with Yahweh Elohim, nothing is impossible. Reversing cancer, reversing AIDS, reversing arthritis. With Yahweh Elohim, nothing is impossible. Now, when you have that promise, who needs resolutions? Made by you, by me, and promoted by the purveyors of the witchcraft spirit, the witches that come to you in voices. You need a New Year's resolution because Yahweh is not willing to change your life. And P.S., don't you like comparing yourself with all those losers? Let's talk now. Right? The enemy comes to you. Look at you. You can change, but look at those losers. Man, they can't change. They're still in the same neighborhood, still hanging out with the same guys, still have the same friends. They're all losers. So in other words, you get puffed up. Arrogance is not a fruit of the Spirit. And so we get puffed up because when we come through a resolution for 6 months, and last year we only came through with the resolution for 2 months, we're getting more strength. See? Me, I, us. You understand? Yeshua said, no. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Is anyone getting this? Amen. Go with me to Yaakov 1:17. Baruch Hashem, my front row's getting it. Good. Tov. Yaakov 1:17. How do we change? We walk closer with Yahweh. We come up with less excuses why we can't be in shul on Shabbat. Some I'm very proud of some of you. Some of you used to miss service. You don't miss anymore. Some of you used to not be as consistent in the things of Yahweh. And you're a lot more consistent. Yahweh is changing it. Amen. Less excuses. The less excuses you have, the more change you will inherit. Are you with me? The definition of a New Year's resolution means you have to admit what? You have to admit that you failed before, but what are you trusting now to succeed? Yourself. So what is the difference? New Year's resolution says, I failed, but I'm going to try and try again. What is New Year's resolution? I didn't do too cool in 01, but I did better in 02. But I didn't really do it in 02, but 03. 03 is your year. What is that? That means you're still relying on self. Self. What should you be doing this new year? Excuse me? That's an oxymoron. What new year? There is no new year. There is no new year. When New Year comes, what you should be doing? Getting ready for Pesach. Now there's a spiritual boy. And there's a spiritual girl. If Yahweh sees you on the 1st of Aviv, which he tells you to guard, Deuteronomy 16:1, guard, observe, watch for it, don't let it go by you, don't let it sneak by you, because guess what? Dwight Lauderdale and Christine Kruger, all right, and Rick Sanchez are not going to say, good morning, Israel, 10 days to Pesach. That's right, he's on MSNBC. I just confessed my So where were we? Okay, do you expect any of these secular voices in school? You work for the Board of Education. Well, I want you, it's only 12 days to Passover. Don't you think you should be getting ready? Have you bought your lamb? Did you clean your house out from unleavened bread? You know why?
Come on.
Fix it. Fix it.
You know why Yahweh doesn't want his people celebrating New Year? Because he'll sidetrack you from Passover preparation. Even Yeshua had to prepare for the Passover. Are you greater than this? Are you and I greater than the Son of Yahweh?
That's right.
You know why Yahweh doesn't want Israel focusing in on the real biblical New Year? Because it'll detract us from preparation for the first of the Moadim, Pesach. Why? Because Pesach is Yeshua. Yeshua is change. Yeshua is difference. Yeshua can make the difference in a life. So right away, as soon as you enter the biblical New Year, you get confronted with the author and finisher of change. You're not hearing me today.
Hallelujah.
Well, you are hearing me today. I'm not hearing myself today. The reason Israel doesn't celebrate the real New Year and doesn't make any resolutions is because the first encounter Yahweh wants you to have in the New Year is the Lamb of Yahweh who takes away the sins of the world. Yahweh is so neat. Yahweh is so cool. He's got this thing so set up that the first thing you encounter in the new biblical year is his son, the Paschal Lamb. And Yeshua said, he who eats this flesh will have eternal life and shall never hunger and thirst again. Wow. Yahweh tells us to bypass any recognition of New Year so we can get right into the Lamb. The first thing we encounter in the New Year is the goodness and the mercy. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will live in the house of Yahweh forevermore. Somebody give him praise today. Somebody give him thanks today. Somebody acknowledge his goodness today.
Oh, Baruch Hashem Yahweh.
New life.
New life. Woo!
So the enemy says, New Year's, New Year's, New Year's dinner, New Year's preparation, New Year's invitation, cook, clean, New Year's resolution, worry. I worry if